Everything starts with self-acceptance. The conflict in the mind ends and gives way to new possibilities. Vegeta, who had the obligation to use destructive energy, had to free himself from the weight of his past. And Goku began this possibility the moment he accepted his past and his Saiyan pride. Goku finally realizes that to become the strongest and face the powerful warriors who are yet to come, he decides to master all possible types of powers. The next one on the list would be Hakai, the destructive energy created from the energy of destruction, an energy Vegeta has been using to grow stronger. So we can expect Vegeta to either return to trying to master Ultra Instinct to keep up, or simply continue his evolution, who knows? Speaking of evolution, let's evolve together, and I always count on you all to subscribe, leave a like, and activate the bell so you won't miss any videos on the channel. Each one is more insane than the last. What does it take to master an energy capable of erasing another being? And how do the various forms of this energy vary from individual to individual? For example, the gods themselves, the original bearers of this energy, as well as Vegeta and Top. What about the emotions you choose to have when mastering this energy? Moreover, is it really necessary to have in mind the will to destroy, or is this just a dilemma that neither side is broken yet? Or, I'll go further, what if some of the gods have already broken this paradigm just to use such energy? Anyway, let's dive into today's video, and stay until the end so you don't miss any details. Let's go. In the universe of Dragon Ball Super, Hakai is an exclusive technique of the gods of destruction, like Beerus. Hakai is used to completely eliminate the existence of an object or being, reducing it to nothing and releasing a huge amount of energy in the process. In the manga, Vegeta learns to use Hakai during his training with Beerus. Initially, he struggles, but Beerus demonstrates the technique by destroying a small stone, showing that Hakai not only destroys, but completely erases matter. Vegeta eventually masters the technique, starting with small objects and gradually increasing the difficulty. We see that he learns the technique through Beerus' training, but you may be wondering how Goku learned this technique. As we know, he only saw it in the anime, when Beerus used it to completely erase Zamasu. Goku learned from that, but in the manga, this isn't directly shown. Goku travels to Trunks' future and tries to replicate the technique, but only manages it partially. Even with the total destruction of Zamasu in mind, only part of him disappears. So, why did Goku fail there? It's simple. Goku is a genius, and we all know that. He sees something and tries to replicate it. But when he tried, it didn't work as he wanted, so he gave up on pursuing the technique further at that moment. Since he's directly linked to Whis and Beerus in training, he just focuses on training his mind and body. Then comes the Tournament of Power, and consequently, he develops Ultra Instinct, completely leaving Hakai behind. We see that only Vegeta is directly trained by Beerus to master such power. But why did Beerus choose Vegeta? This remains a question too. Beerus chose Vegeta to master Hakai for several reasons, mainly his sheer determination and willpower. Vegeta always showed relentless determination and a strong desire to become more powerful. This determination is crucial for learning a technique as destructive and complex as Hakai. Vegeta decided to follow a different path from Goku, seeking a type of strength that didn't rely solely on angelic techniques like Ultra Instinct. He wanted to explore the power of the gods of destruction, making a parallel that represents Whis and Beerus, both Goku and Vegeta using the techniques of their current masters. Beerus saw in Vegeta the potential to use the destructive power of Hakai effectively. During training, Beerus helped Vegeta understand the origin and application of Hakai, allowing him to master the technique gradually, something Beerus didn't see even in Gohan's beast form, nor did he initially see it in Goku, until now, as he invites Goku to become a god. This indicates that this would be the beginning of Goku's training with him. Part of Vegeta's training involved overcoming his guilt for the Saiyans' past and the destruction they caused. Beerus believed that by freeing himself from this guilt, Vegeta could unleash his full destructive potential. This is a strong indication that Goku would need an emotional trigger to unleash such a feat and fully master the technique of destruction. That said, what would be the possible trigger for this change in mood, making Goku embrace the power of destruction? As we all know, a new saga of the Tournament of Power Part 2 could emerge. With it, stronger warriors would come. Beerus suggested this to Goku, saying that no being has yet been able to master both of these energies, no mortal, at least. And if this happens, they would have access to such extraordinary power that they would undoubtedly become a feared warrior in all universes. We know there are several universes that haven't been shown yet, meaning there are many powerful warriors, and this would undoubtedly catch Goku's eye. He would definitely want to fight someone that's strong to become stronger himself. It would be the perfect trigger. Another trigger could come from Frieza. Imagine if he threatened to destroy something Goku loves. Goku would get very angry and embrace this technique. He never shies away from a challenge, especially one that's imposed on him. After all, remember how he used Blue Kaioken and ended up badly injured, but he didn't give up. Goku first used Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken during his fight against Hit in the martial arts tournament between Universes 6 and 7. He combined the Super Saiyan Blue transformation with the Kaioken technique, multiplying his power and speed tenfold. The technique drastically increased Goku's power and speed, allowing him to surpass extremely powerful opponents. However, using Kaioken in combination with Super Saiyan Blue puts enormous strain on Goku's body, potentially causing severe damage if used for too long. It also requires exceptional energy control to prevent Goku's body from disintegrating due to extreme stress. There are two ways Goku could master this Hakai technique and find a way to unify it with Ultra Instinct. One way would be like what happened in the anime, where he absorbs the sphere and takes the power of the energy for himself, though this would be very risky. The second option would be actual training. We don't know how he trained to obtain Blue Kaioken. It was just as much a surprise to us as it was to Beerus and the others who were present. In Dragon Ball Super, the character who demonstrates the best use of Hakai is undoubtedly Beerus, the god of destruction of Universe 7. Beerus uses Hakai masterfully, capable of destroying anything from inanimate objects to living beings with a simple gesture. This would indeed be a huge challenge for Goku, as it would be for Vegeta too, to overcome and improve their use of it. Besides the fact that they could make it their own, just like Whis tells Goku to use Ultra Instinct naturally and not try to copy it, the same goes for the use of Hakai. The principle is the same, but in terms of usage, it varies from individual to individual. Knowing Goku, he would risk his life trying to unify Ultra Instinct and the energy of destruction, shocking Beerus and Vegeta and bringing a smile to Whis, who would have already expected something like this from him. Beerus uses the Hakai to eliminate Zamasu, demonstrating the ability to completely erase the existence of a being. But would Goku use the same gift? Would he have the courage since his heart is pure? As we see in the Tournament of Power, where Top, a candidate for God of Destruction from Universe 11, also uses the Hakai, showing a significant level of skill. And as we see, Top is also a proponent of justice, but as we see in the tournament, after fighting Vegeta, he succumbs to the energy of destruction, losing control. Even so, Vegeta manages to defeat him and bring him to his senses. At that moment, Beerus understands that Vegeta is strong enough to possess such power. But when Beerus realizes this about Goku, it actually happened recently. In the Dragon Ball Super manga, Beerus mentions the possibility of Goku becoming a god of destruction in Chapter 101. During a conversation, Beerus tells Goku that if he becomes stronger than Beerus, he will name him the next god of destruction. However, Goku refuses the offer, stating that this job isn't for him. Beerus' offer to Goku to become a god of destruction comes after the Granola Survivor Saga, and what makes it special is the simple fact that Goku cleared his mind of all obstacles. He accepted who he truly was and embraced his Saiyan side, as well as his pride in being part of that race, thanks to the deeds of his father, Bardock, and his approach with Granola and Monito in trying to save them from the Heaters gang. So, in fact, the mental trigger that has been worked on since they started training with Whis is that everything is more about the mind than necessarily physical strength, at least in its initial stages. And thus, to avoid succumbing like Top in the Tournament of Power, Goku and Vegeta had their right moments for this to happen, and when Beerus saw that it was the right time, he invited both to learn. However, at first, Goku refuses, but let's wait to see how the story unfolds later. But that's it, folks. I ask that you leave your like and comment on what you thought of the video. It was made with great care for all of you. So until next time, I can sense the like and the subscription, and no one will stop commenting now.